welcome to a new series in the wrong move scenario. It's called Requiem. Now, if you guys are new to this channel, do remember to hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, tap that notification bell, and leave us that nice comment below. Alright guys, in Wrong Move, we started off with the complete concept of we were an engineer who had done something wrong against their former captain and was stranded on an automated station in the middle of nowhere, and we had to survive, and the only way we could survive is by salvaging. We couldn't mine, we couldn't do any of that sort of thing. Yeah, fine, at the end of it we sort of cheated a little, but I think that is to be expected about this sort of stage of the game, that we did a little bit, only just to get by. Only just. But we're at that point now where the Athena, this wonderful ship that we made, yeah, she's going to be retired. She's going to be mothballed, and then eventually disassembled. But for now, you know, we're going to start by creating the Athena 2. We're going to, you know, come on, down the stairs, please. We're going to make a much better variant of the Athena. Now, why aren't you... Oh, it's going to be one of these ones where it's going to... It's already fully stocked with air, probably from the station. There we go. Now we're going to take the TT-15 because we spent a hell of a long time working on her. Right. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to start off with the basics, the bare bone basics. We're going to figure out how to be able to offload, non-load cargo without there being problems, how to be able to get that cargo to refineries, to all this sort of thing, to be able to do what we need to do. I think I've got an idea of how to do that, so let's grab our basic resources that we always need for construction work. Just trying to find it all. There it is. There's the internal plate. We've already got that. We'll grab some girders as well. Oops. Grab 200 of them. Okay. So, good news is we've got the advantage of having our building repair systems to help us out with this. Alright, now first thing we're going to need, as always, we're going to need batteries. Batteries are like the mainstay of everything when it comes to space engineers. Without it, things disappear. And trust me, they do, and it can be very annoying when you're in the middle of something and all of a sudden the timer kicks around, boom, it's gone, it's disappeared. So, oh yes, and I've also included a couple of mods. We've got the B810s, the B840s, and there's another one that should be in here. Yeah, here we go. It's called the Consolidation Propulsions. I saw it and I thought, oh, I like the looks of some of these. I mean, if you've seen like some of these thrusters, they do look very, very nice. So I'm interested in trying some of these out, seeing what they look like. You know, got everything, atmospherics, got wheels, everything you need. So I'm interested. Okay. Logistics. Oh, okay. Just looking through what some of these are, because they I haven't really gone through this properly. So you've got things like utility, which is like literally what it says it is. Tools, structures, which is literally just a list of all of that. The prototex, the propulsion units. So this is an easy way of being able to find everything quickly, which is great. Okay. Right. But going back to what we were doing, we were initially looking for batteries, which is there. Okay. So I think first things first, we're going to need to figure out where we're going to put this stuff so that we can build it. Oh hell, this is going to be difficult. We'll start here. So we'll start with the basics. We'll just get one and truck in. And then from there we can get everything else going. I think what it's doing is, yeah, because we've used up so much of our inventory space, I think we can drop some stuff off actually. So we can drop off these. Where does that leave us? Still with a ton. Yeah, let's drop everything off. Especially when it comes to with batteries. It does take a lot of room. Okay, so at least got that in place. So we've got something to work from. Something to make sure that everything doesn't just disappear on us. Okay, so repeat this process. Just start with that. Okay. Now I think what we need to do is start with how we unload and offload. So let's see if we have a conveyor there. Call that front. I'll have a connector underneath. And I think what we're going to say is have it like that so we can get access to the terminal. So that's going to be offloading. Then again, I need a way of onboarding as well. Thinking about this can be a challenge. I mean, because we're going to have another connector here at the front. Have it come in, pulling it in as well. I think I know how to do this in a better way. Actually, I've got a couple of ideas on that. First of all, I think what we need to do is move everything from the Athena onto the station so that we can have things building as we go. Now for that, going to need to... Yeah, we are going to need to build some cargo storage because we don't have anything on here anymore. Since we dismantled it in our previous scenario. Okay, so... we'll get a big industrialized cargo container in here. Yeah, gonna have to do this because otherwise we're going to be here for ages going back and forth between the Athena and the plan is empty. There we go. Right. Yeah. So if we're going to also utilise this, we're going to need to add in components. Onto the end there. And then we can utilise this script, which is in our... Right. Components 0%. Why is that 0%? That's 0% because I've got no idea. Sorters.
Energy low.
Let's turn off the drainals. No. This is part of the problem we had with the Athena, was getting components on and off was always a challenge. Nope, something obstructing the path between here and there. Because that should be okay. That goes through there. That goes through there to there. So it shouldn't be a problem anywhere in this design. And this is where the idea for redesigning everything came in, because ideally speaking that should be pulling out of there now. And I change that block for a conveyor block. Hopefully that means that everything will come out of the nose. And then there we go. That was the challenge. Not sure why it was stuck on there. Okay, so for this to work, I'm of the impression we are going to need a T-piece there. And then there we go. I was wondering why it was taking so long. Okay. So if one is in, one is out. And again, for that we need a cargo container to be able to do this. So we won't have to do anything too fancy. Let me to put that in there. There we go. Hold on. At both ends. Aha! That's more what I intended, sorry. Okay, before I do anything else, convert that to station so it doesn't move. Even if I collide into it, it won't drift off onto the moon or something. Okay, so that should simplify things by a lot. Because what that means then is we could have an infinite number of cargo holds this way. We could even have hydrogen engines at the front here. And we are... yeah, we should be okay. In fact, actually, we will do that. Let's include those hydrogen not engines, sorry. Hydrogen tanks. That we will require for things like the TT-15. Going to need a few of those. We can always move that connector as well, down one if we need to. Yeah, now I'm not going to worry about whether ores and ingots are mixed with components or anything like that. Not in this one. Right, there we have it. Talk of ingots and ores. Actually, do I need to bring any of that over? Probably do. So we'll put ores, ingots, ammo. Bring all of that into here. So what's that? Tools. I guess it also needs to be brought across. Which also brings weapons. Oh yeah. And the other one we need is bottles. Right. Just so you guys know, for this I'm using the Izzy's inventory management script. And that's what's running in that automated programmable block. Okay. So if we have container 3 as... Sorry, conveyor storage. So we'll have that as input. Components. Hand tools, ingots, and ore. Yeah, we'll have ammo as well. We'll put that one as output. We'll allow the same stuff, but for now we'll turn that off. So then that way, what that means is we don't get a feedback loop. And when it does come to weapons, however, we are going to have to figure out how to be able to feed all of the weapons with ammo. That's about the only... I think what we're going to do is probably have the vast majority of the weapons maybe at the back of the ship. Or maybe even have feeds that run down to them, so that we do not get the feedback loop as well. So yeah, that's sort of like the main part dealt with. So yeah. So I'm just thinking about the design here, because still would like to get in, like behind there is an assembler. We've got the refinery there. I want to get in, see if I can get in what we've had before, but in a build that's a lot less, I don't say clunky, but that's not the right word. build that works. And it's hopefully a lot more tighter as well. I mean, the Athena 1, she was great. The Athena 2 needs to be a lot more streamlined. We definitely need the hangar at the back as well. Actually, no. Do we really need a hangar at the back, or do we just hang the TT-15 off the bottom, like we've done with the modular pieces?
Energy low.
Okay. Yeah. So I think the next major thing to do is going to be refineries, assemblers, and modules. So how do we want to hang this? Because if I was to hang that like that, that would then give me access. I could then put a conveyor there. Then I can bring weapons up and down. Yeah, that might work actually. But what I didn't take into account... Oh, I'm an idiot. No.
Inventory full.
Right. What I didn't take into account in placing that was we need access to the modular area. So... let's get that conveyor in first. So we need one there. One there. Then that'll allow us to get these in there. Now give us the opportunity to then bring them back into the cargo containers. I'm not going to force a loop on that, so that when everything's then drained, what we're going to do is have it like pull back through the cargo containers, out through here, and then out either through the connector on the bottom or the connector that's going to be at the front somewhere. So this is why I wanted to create this new series, is because of the fact I really needed to rethink how I do things, where I put things. That's for the refinery. So okay, let's get rid of the refineries now because we don't need them. We need the assembler, and I think what I'm going to do is put that in there. And if I take out... oh, the assembler was already in there. I'll take that out. If we whack in O2 gens, H2 gens. So the O2 H2. Yeah. So we put a pair of O2H2 there. Where's the oxygen tank? Putting the oxygen tanks there. No. Better idea. Better idea.
Inventory full.
Okay. Because I'm going to have to pull out of here and then bring it down into each of the oxygen tanks. I think instead I'm going to utilize the side attachments on the side conveyor, sorry, and then just do something simple as that. Okay, next what we need is the modules. So speed modules for the assembler, and then obviously we're going to need yield modules for getting the most out of any ore and scrap and stuff like that as we can. Okay, so that's allowed for that. That's quite nice. Because so far we've got a dedicated in-out system. We've got our refineries. We've got our O2. And we've got H2. We've got which can pass either way through a sorter. We've got assembler in the middle there because, frankly, on a mission you're going to rarely need more than one assembler. Okay. We are going to need more batteries in here at some point, but I'm going to get in here before I forget some more gyros. Grab the batteries while we're at it, because once we throw in the jump drives, that's going to sap everything like crazy. So let's get in some gyros. Yeah, we're gonna want the medium ones like we did last time. Because a pair of these, we got a really good got a good movement speed out of it, commensurate with the size of the vehicle that we're building. Can I get that in there? No, I can't because it's literally offside. Yeah, so if I get that in there like that. That in there like that. And then that gives us access to that connector if we need it. That connector. That one's going to be would have been a challenge anyway because it's a shame you can't mirror image it. And then throw in a couple of batteries in here. Then, because then we've got like the 2 there, and we've got another 6 there. I mean, we can put in batteries wherever we need. We can fill a hole, just so that we've got the power. So far, we can already start seeing the shape forming of this new vehicle that we're constructing, which is marvelous. This is sort of like where we want to be. We're doing jump drives at some point. Actually, let's start from the top, work our way down, because I need to figure out what I've missed, if anything, because we've got the gyros, which is something I normally miss. I need to go through this, because there's always something that I miss somewhere in this. Actually, it's a good point. Where are we going to put the bridge, and how we're going to get in and out? Because last time it was a bit of a way out, in and out. Plus, we need dedicated oxygen storage for each of the airlocks that we put in as well. So where are we going to put all of this? I mean, a bridge could go nicely there on top of everything. But we might need it further back, because it depends on where we're going to... Okay, let's go and store up some energy. So we're going to need it soon. There we go. Right. You pause to think. So I'm pretty confident that what we need to do is figure out where we're going to put connection points, because if we're going to take all 3 of these modular parts and store them on here, we need somewhere to put them. And that's also going to be the same for the TT15 itself, where we're going to put it. My thought is we put it on the front, so on the top here somewhere. So like I don't know, here above the hydrogen tank, so that it can just siphon off as and when it needs it. Can plonk through, yeah, easy, job done. Or maybe even here, you know. So you've got like a ventral, dorsal. We'll have a bow, a stern connection. And maybe, I don't know, maybe even a port and starboard. I've really not thought that bit through too much, but it's a possibility that we could work on. Then that way, no matter what we come across, how we come across it, we can dock up. Because at the moment, with the Athena, she's only got the one on the bottom. She's got the one on the front. The one on the bottom at the moment is currently in use. So, yeah, we do need to think about all of that. Right.
Meteor storm inbound.
Okay. Where's the meteor storm coming from and going? I'm hoping that will all miss. Yeah, looks like that's all going to miss, thankfully. Okay. I still haven't done base defences for that in any way, shape or form. So maybe that's something else that we do in this series as well, is upgrade for location defense. Unlike the Athena, I don't really want all these tunnels and things like that in there. The bridge is going to incorporate the medical room, a cryopod and all that. Lighting is sort of like a last thing. We do need all detectors and antennas. Though that we can bury somewhere within the ship. Still need to work on weapons, so okay, let's start planning for all of that. So, grab the battery, so it's earlier on in there. Grab those. Grab those. And the weapon. Okay, so something like the Gatling turrets we're going to need to defend our refinery. Which is something we were talking about. We were saying about the fact that we also need to split off here. So something as simple as that. That goes there. Yeah, and then that we can just simply do turrets over the top. So yeah, I think this entire build is going to be a lot smaller than the original Athena. It's going to be more compact because we're learning from the lessons of the Athena. Still need to put armor plating on it as well to defend ourselves. The question is where and how. So I think what I'm going to do, saying that, I'm going to extend these one more to have the turrets on. Take into account we're going to need to put some plating on over the top of everything. We can then put our turrets. So we've got some good defense and offense. And then we'll have some weapons near the front soon as well. Looks like we're missing components for the batteries back here. Yeah, power cells. Tell you what, we can run through here. Go to production. Want that one there, and we'll go. Actually, that's a better idea. Let's go build and repair systems. Why is it not saying anything over what we need? Is it out of range? Alright. Right, there we go. That's the those batteries being built now. I know. And then we can use this to bring forward can I get rid of temporarily? Get rid of the ore detector, bring in the connector, because then oh, is that only one side? That is. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. So I can do that, and then if I use conveyor junction like that, I can then build off of that again to be able to create the some forward turret ports. Okay, we'll mirror that on this side as well. One more. Get that in there. Then there we go. Get that in there. And then that way we're going to be a hell of a lot more better defended against whatever it is that we come across.
Energy low.
But what I am also thinking is if I go yeah, I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to start thinking about where I'm going to put the TT-15 because we haven't got round to that yet, have we? Okay, so we've got plenty of defensive Gatling turrets. We need to be able to figure out where to put the TT-15. So let's go and grab her. Because that's pretty much where everything's... Yeah, this is going to be like the crux of it all. You see the size difference already. I mean, the Athena, as huge as she is, compared to the Athena 2, much smaller ship, or you know, to begin with. Right. So we know that the connector port is roughly around about here, or will be. So that could work in there quite nicely. Okay, I think we should build up. So let's grab that. We'll get that in there. And then we can figure out where we're going to put other types of turrets and other bits and pieces that we need. Alright, there we go.
No fuel.
So there we go, we've got the TC-15 parked up in its potential new home. We've got places here, and we will have places on either side as well for our modular systems. So yeah, if we temporarily take that apart with the intention of extending it out this way. Yeah. Then that way we've got potential to be able to connect up to anything. So that's at least the basics in place. Now we've got to start thinking about like, where the bridge is, what we're going to do in terms of many of the other systems as well. So like the ore detector, for example. I mean, we could find a little hidey hole for that somewhere, like, I don't know, in there maybe. You know. Yeah, because we don't really want it at the back of the ship. Don't really want it at the front. Oh, well, we do sort of want it at the front, but... So I suppose I could hide it in there, which is a bit more forward. And then... I can't really hide that sort of antenna in there. That's a parabolic. Be an antenna dish. That's a laser antenna. Standard antenna. Again, no. So that's probably going to be a bridge item. It's going to be a point. We're going to need a C. So... unless we make the Athena a thing where it will be a part of the TT-15. But then how do we get, because of the spacing, how do we get that in? I think the answer is we can't. Nuts. Alright. Well, that's a no-go. So, bridge-wise, we're going to have to be... to be able to see, we're going to have to be at least here. Yeah. Yeah, we can make something of that. So also, what I'm thinking here with the yeah, is that one? So here, instead of like something simple, I was hoping to be able to see through it. Maybe I could. Yeah, we could do something like that. So that there is a way of being able to see the gyroscopes. I want to see these first before I commit to the other side. I'm not sure I've got the slants the right way round. Yeah, that one I have. So we've got a bit of visibility to them. Yeah. I like that. It sort of gives it a bit of a better feel, but now I'm wondering whether I've got these the right way around, so... because they really ought to be the other way, so sideways sort of thing. So more like that. So I think just to be able to light armor block that. Go and grab that. Modify that in. And we'll do the same again. That's better. So now we've got that continuous up down of the slopes. We know where the bridge is going to be now. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go away. I think I'm going to finish off with any sort of tweaks, and then I think next episode we'll armour it up, we'll build the bridge, and then we can then start thinking about things like engines and any other subsystems that we have not yet introduced into the Athena 2, and sort of go from there. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Do remember to hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, tap that notification bell, and leave us that nice comment below.